Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and chill as we build in Cities Skylines 2. Welcome back to Bayhaven. Today we are continuing to build here as if we are in the 17th or 18th century, probably more the 18th. But what I want to do, I want to start talking about a few long-term plans because we're about to buy more tiles and I want to have a direction for what we're going to do. I want some of our main settlements to be at least a couple of miles apart. So we're going to have the next town will probably be over here. And I want to get another one over here, which will be about 3.5 miles. That's probably the maximum extent because back then you could walk from one town to another. 3 to 4 mile walk would be about an hour away. And so that would be about what we'd want. So we'll get 3 out on this peninsula as our starting spots, and I think what I want to do is start heading out this way, which means we're going to buy tiles in this direction. And with that in mind, by the way, we got to Tiny Town while I was letting some time go by so we would have more money, and Tiny Town, we got a grant. We also got some mixed housing, which we might use, but I don't think I want to use it just yet. We also got the historical post office will probably be a good one to have in there, and then a little bit of other stuff. Nothing too exciting just yet. More important was the expansion permits, because we're going to come out this way. That might be enough for now. Let's go ahead and buy those. And then we're going to bring our road out this way, and a couple of things. This is going to be our main road coming out, and I kind of think that it should come all the way into town here, or like come join this main road here. What do we have? What is this building? A medical practice. Okay, we're gonna move this. It's not a big deal. That can go over there, but what do we have here? Substation. Okay, that one is a little bit harder to move. So let's put this over here. And it's mad at me. Use anarchy to get it in place. That should be fine there. And then we can bring this wide road and get it to curve right into town there. So that'll be like a main road going out, and it can go right to that town. So then the next thing we need to do is adjust this timber company into a little bit of different setup here. We can use anarchy to really get this about like that. That should be good, actually. So that works really well. And then we can come back with this road and we can figure out where it's going to go. Oh, you know what? First of all, we're going to take out trees. And if you have watched the previous episodes, you'll know that we are building like kind of inspired by Boston. And so this map has palm trees on it because it is one from the Bridges and Ports DLC. I believe it's Sanctuary Bay, and we don't want palm trees because Boston didn't have palm trees. What I'm doing here is I just kind of followed the train a little bit and thought, you know what, they might go downhill there, but they probably wouldn't go downhill over there, so it wouldn't be straight. And that is a really slight slope there, so I think that road made sense there. That'll be the main road going over to this other town, which we don't have a name for yet. But we do have space out here now for farms. And we've got lots of fertile land. Beautiful. So now we're going to switch to the smaller gravel road. Although I kind of... No, we'll do the wider one. And here we've got a hill. Oh, the other thing I want to do is I want to have a road go along the waterfront because I think we'll get some more ports or something down there eventually. So let's go ahead and we'll bring this out like that. And just have it kind of go along that way. And maybe also bring it up like that. So we've got a couple roads in there. This road, like I said, is going to come along this way. And then we've got space that we can kind of use some of this for planning out our roads. Now, what is the gradient there? 3%. Okay, that's not bad. 4%, we can work with all of that. And then we're going to just bring some roads in here like that. Oh, we've got snow coming in. Beautiful. Snow. I know some people don't like the snow in this game, but I kind of do. It kind of makes it a little bit more interesting at times. Get that road there. I don't know if that was the right spot to put that road because we could have combined with that one. But I'm just trying to get some roads out here that we can build farms along and have them be like unique and stuff like that. And of course I've got anarchy on so I can build outside of the boundaries. There, that should work for now. Let's go ahead and get these farms in. Double check unemployment. Unemployment is below 10%, which is good. I will take that, and we're going to go ahead and get grain farms in over here. And we're just going to build right up against the road there. Just get a few different grain farms in. So I'll do that off camera and just gonna get a bit of variety in here. I tell you, this one can go all the way to that road. Okay, there we go. We've got several different farms in here, and realistically, we probably would see them be much bigger than this because this is not very big in terms of acreage and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty good. Actually, yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think that will work really well. We're just going to get our unemployment down quite a bit, which will allow us to get more people once we can get over to this area, which is going to be our biggest task right now. In fact, if we can get up to let's leave that one out for now, I guess. We can leave that one out too. 338,000, but it's going to cost 87,000 a month, so we're close to getting all the way out there. And then we can get our second settlement in there, and it will probably be similar to what we've got here. Let's see what special buildings we've got now. Just unlocked a little bit more. Nothing here. But we did unlock, let's see here, right here, the lobster tail. Yes, that we're definitely going to need. Oh, and it would be beautiful out here. Put that there. I wish that it had, like, done the terrain a little bit better, but we know how to fix that. We can come in with our narrow leisure pier and place that right here. Tell you, let's build a wide one. And I wonder, can we bring it out? We can with anarchy. If we come in like this, and then do that, and get one going that way too, and then use move it to get this like that, and then get all of these nodes to be the same height as that building. It looks like we have our own little, or like it has its own little thing there, and then we can come back and grab this node and come along here like that, and then the same thing on this side. Connect to that node and bring it like that, and then use move it to just make it a little bit nicer. That can come out, but just get these two nodes. Can we move that? Nope, not gonna let me. And it's going to be mad about car traffic. Okay, let's take that back out and bring this a little bit further then. So I want to connect to that and bring it over to there. And again, we've got that node. That messed up the whole thing. Shoot, hang on, let me redo it. Okay, there we are. So now our lobster tail has a little bit of a pier there. And I like that. That is pretty cool. So then what else did we get? I think all of these. Oh, the steakhouse building. That would be another good one to have somewhere downtown here. It would be really nice if we could get this to line up nice along one of these, but it doesn't quite. See, if it was over here, and maybe, let's do this. It's kind of a weird thing to do, but we're going to take that road out for a moment. We'll pause so that nothing gets too mad at us. But this is pretty much just an alley anyway. So we'll bring that in there like that, and then we'll get the stake building in there. And then we'll bring our road in like that. How did that? Yes, that made it all into just one node there. That is exactly what I wanted. And then I want to come down here. Oh, actually, I wonder, could curve like that? And then we might be able to get a little bit more buildings in here, perhaps. But I think that zoning is on that street. All of these are not in the right spot. Okay, so we really made this mad. We're going to come back in here and get just pavement path and put a pavement in here. Just going to fix that zoning and do the same thing here, which is going to make those buildings mad, but we'll get our zoning the way we want it here. And then I want to bring this, look at that, it created a new road there. It's fine, we can bring that back that way. And then how is the zoning there? It's not what we want. So again, we're going to place the path right there. Ah, no, that did not get it the way I wanted it. You see, if we come in here now, we want medium density northeast. Can fit a row house in there. It's not going to get one there. We can get a little bit there. We can get the zoning back in here. That is not the right spot. And then the same thing over on this side. No, I wonder what that was before. What are these? This was northeast commercial. So take that back out and come back in here to low density. Northeast low density business. That should get it in there. They're going to be too big for that though. So, although if we come in here now and bulldoze our path, it should be fine. There we go. So we do have to take out a couple here, but that extends very nicely. And then we'll bring this over like that. So then we can get a little bit, another bit of commercial in there. Yeah. And this pathway in the back, we can just leave that there, actually. Bring it along like that. It took out one little home there. Same thing there. Fine, we won't have those. Can take that all back out, actually, because now we've got the buildings in place. And that is very good there. I like that. And we got all of that to put this steakhouse in there right next to our fire station, and that all looks so much better. That is going to be a great signature building, and we'll try to keep that forever, I think, as the town gets built up. These are still too architecturally new, so we don't want to do those yet. We do have shipyards. We don't want to get that in there yet either. Vesuvius Palace, Mediterranean, we don't want that either. Okay, so now what is happening here? You should be just fine. No, it took out my preferred style here, so we are going to need this in here. Put that there, and then those will all just have to respawn. It'll be fine. But that should work out just fine. We can just go ahead and take those out. New buildings will come in. Very good. Okay, and now we've got more money. I think we got a little bit more money at least. Let's come over here and we can get 3 of these, purchase those, and then get more farms out this way. Unemployment is much lower because we've got employees at each of these. But again, we're getting very close to that area, and what I want to do for the most part right now is build this road out a bit further. And where are we going to put our town here? I think, so we've got a bit of a hill here. I think what I want to do is lower the terrain, and also we're going to take out, this is a highway. I think we're going to need to revise that. Also, I want to take this whole thing out and just replace it with a dirt road. I know I'm a little crazy, but we're going to do it. eventually we might get a wider road in here, but for now, I think we'll go like all the way back to there. And then since we've got anarchy, we can just go ahead and do it like this. We get a nice big roundabout here where, you know, we don't get a big one. So we'll get a little one. Won't let me build it, so we will do this instead. I can do highways. Nope, that's just the basic one. Okay, we'll do a one-way road. Coming in here, let's do 1 lane. One-way alley. I bet that's going to have a really slow speed limit, though. Okay, 1 lane road. In here. And then I want another one like that, but we will have it go the other direction. And then we can get our roundabout here. And I want to get rid of this node. Okay, we'll just get our roundabout here. And move that. Alright, well that got worked a little differently than what I wanted. But that's okay, we'll just do that. That'll be fine. And then we can come in, and this is going to be another pretty major road. A long term. But this one is going to just come right along here. And come right into town. Very good. And then this road, we can unpause now. That can go like that. Very good. And of course now we're going to have some traffic along there. Some people are going to be mad about that. But also over here, I feel like this road now, it makes sense for it to come a little bit more like this maybe. Yeah, because that just kind of splits out that way, and then we'll also have a split out this way. And then I've made this mad. What do we have here? Low density business. Let's just take you out. You don't like being there anyway. Mainly because of our node here. It's a giant node. That was not what we wanted to do here, but maybe we can fix that. Roundabout. Nope. Nope, it is mad. Pause. Take out some of these roads and redo this. So we're going to get a road, not that road, this one. That will come right down like that, and then this one until I go, nope, like that, and that'll work. Yeah, so now we've got a little bit of space that we can expand here. Yeah, I think so. And I just double-checked the historic population of Boston, and it was significantly higher than this. So I'm okay coming in and adding more. Let's see, we want the medium density residential. We want row housing. I want to get some along here. We're going to come in here and get... I want this to be here, and then along like that, so we can get some homes in here. And we're going to do similar here, bring this right along like that. And that did not go the way I wanted it to. Take those back out too, and I want this to be, actually we'll get that road, that, nope. Let's come back, just trying to be a little bit picky here. I want it that way and then this way. That will work. Let those homes come in, we'll leave those pathways in there. Take this one out and that should give us, nope. Let's come back this way now and put this here and turn off snapping. Did that get me a... see, I want a building here, but it's not going to give me one. We'll do that. That'll keep the zoning there. We can get another... we can go like that. And it'll get a little bit more dense here. And I don't know, maybe we can find a building to go there. It stopped snowing. I'm checking on what that means in terms of stuff there. We'll leave that open. We get a building there at some point, but this is looking so nice. Okay, so now over here, I want more low density commercial along here. Get that there and there. And then we'll get these here too, and then bring the path here. Okay, and then we'll come in like that. Another building there. And then we will get row housing over here. And maybe here too. That took out my zoning. So we'll just leave this path here. It can be an additional path along the road there. It can come this way. And back along like that. We'll get this in here. That should make some buildings happy. And that got this. The unemployment is really fluctuating a lot because we're very early in the game. So we're going to see a lot of changes there. This is the substation. We're going to leave that there. How are we doing on water, by the way? Water, let's go up here. Water is good. Sewage is good. Okay, so that is all fine. Power, we are importing our power, which is just fine too. And then we've got the cemetery up here, Old North Church. That's fine. Processing is just fine there. Okay, so we don't really have any services that I want in here. We can get more homes instead. And that means deciding, once again with the pathways, how we want to do this. We want them too deep. So we'll get a pathway there. There. And there. I think we can get a road in there then. We've got the space. That was what I was doing there, just measuring it out a little bit. Come back with a small road. And we'll put it here. Now, see, it is a really tight square or space here. That's not going to do it either. I want the road about here. See, but then if I put the pathway back there, I want a pathway here. So we get homes all along there. Let's go ahead and put those in there. Okay. Then, what I want to do, and maybe we just go ahead with some bigger, like we could get this here. That's going to be along this road. I don't want it along that road. Let's go ahead and bring this down here. Get those there, and then we might have space for a bigger building in here. I think what we'll do, see, I don't want any, this is going to be too big. I don't think we have any of those yet. Maybe we do. Maybe this is that. Yeah, that might be it. Regular medium density. Yeah, that should work. A couple of those in there, and then we've got space back here for something. I don't know what we'll put back there. Maybe we end up with a road going back there. Here, let's try that. Let's get a narrow road. Okay, we're gonna pause because now we know where the buildings are gonna go, and we can come in here like that. That can go all the way to there. We can get another building in there now. Or we can leave it open and eventually get pavement back there for parking, and we're like a little park or something. I think we'll leave it like that. Bring this road down over here though. This, of course, will eventually be an alley. That's going to take those buildings out. Don't want that. That's making all of them mad. Bummer. Okay, let's come back and get this back. Did that take out my zoning? It did. Bummer. Okay, take those out. See what happens with the zoning there. Get row housing there, and then bring this road back here. Snapping turned off. I'd love to get a little bit more zoning in here, maybe. Yeah, so we've got one more house that can, or like another building that can go back in there. A little bit more row housing there. And then I guess we could get the road to come here. No, it took that out now. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is avoid using the zone control mod, because I don't want to use too many mods if we can get away with not using them, but it's not really easy all the time. I really feel like a road would go here, but I can't get it in place without messing up some zoning. And I turned off anarchy just now so that we can see what will be mad at us. Yeah, see, that one is mad. And if we put, oh, maybe right here. Invalid shape though. Yeah, and like anything we build there is going to be mad. But I like how we filled that space. Okay, unemployment 9% still. 245,000. How much do we need to buy these two here? 189,000. Let's go for it. And now we are technically losing money, but we're going to come in here and, oh, there we go. Now we're green again. We're going to come in here and I want to level terrain to, let's say, about here. This is going to be where our city is. Kind of like a low spot here. This highway we're going to take out for a minute. And actually, it's going to be a dirt road. All the way... I don't know. Okay, we'll keep this here for now. I don't need to demolish it. I can just turn it into a dirt road. Dirt road, please. Come all the way back here. Like that. Okay, so that got that in place. And then that's a rail. That comes over to here. We're going to go ahead and replace it here. And then we can build, thanks to anarchy, we can build out here. And this road is going to come along this way. Then we're going to smooth this out a bit. So we've got like a little bay here, or like a flat spot. That becomes a spot for settlement. What we're going to do though is come in a little bit further. That might be a little too low. Get it about here. And then we're going to smooth it out a little bit more here. There, that'll be good. Okay. So then we want part of the city to be down there. And we've got trees to take out. Let's take those out really quick. Okie dokie, the palm trees are gone. And we can come back here and plan out our city here. So this road is a highway going somewhere else. Like going to other cities along the way. It's going to come down like this. And then we're going to get an intersection here. It'll come in like that, and then here, this road can go right up like that. Okay, and then this is going to be a town. And I'm going to go ahead and build a little bit outside of our tile here. But that road is going to be there, and then we're going to get some roads that come right down here, pretty straight. Right down to what will be another little port or bay. Now this one didn't like the way that the zoning went there. Although I think that's partly because it's out of our land. So we'll just do that. And yeah, then what I want to do is we're going to get back to curved roads. And we'll bring a curved road up this way. We'll bring a curved road up that way. And you can see it, all of these are just heading out into farmland. They all come down this way. And then this will be like maybe something like called a ridge road or something like that. You right around and then that way. Yes, I like this. And then we're going to build a little bit along the hill like that. Okay. Then let's get another road in here. I can go like that. We've got some space for zoning here. Okay, unemployment is 11.5%. So we're going to get some more farms first of all. And we can unpause and we will go ahead and get some farms in here. We need the roads to come out though. Am I using the wide roads here? Yeah. Bring one right along. Actually, let's do pretty straight here. Go to there and then bring this along this way. And then this one will come out here. I don't know, this one, so we're gonna have another town over there. This one can be a road that goes in that direction eventually. Yeah, this is all gonna be really good. Let's go ahead and do we have terrain or fertility here? We do. Okay, get another vegetable farm here. We'll put the house over on this side and make it kind of, it's going to be a little bit bigger. Anarchy allows us to really do a lot of fun stuff with these farms and whatnot. All right, there we've got more farms. I'm really happy with that. That is off to a good start. We've got unemployment is going down, so we are ready to add another town here. Okay, so as I was looking at Boston and stuff like that, and the history of Boston, one of the towns that was founded nearby was Charlestown, which was named after the British monarch of the time, King Charles the First, I believe, or maybe the second. But what we're going to do, instead of being Charlestown, just to make sure that it's clear we are a fictional thing, we're going to call this Jamestown, just so that, we've got Bayhaven and then we've got Jamestown, so that we can feel that they are similar but different, and that is really what we're after. Right now, I want to see, where are we going to put the commons for this one? I think we'll put the commons right up here, so we're going to go ahead and make a new node here. We come in like that, that gives a node. It's going to come over here, and then bring this up this way. That should work. And then we can create a new area. So this is going to be the Jamestown Commons. And I don't know for sure that we will keep that, but for now, we're like what that will end up being. Probably a park of some sort. But for now, we can just call it Jamestown Commons. Okay, so now Jamestown, in here, we're going to come in and we want to get right away some northeast style commercial buildings in here. Yeah, this is great. Bring those right along the waterfront, and then this is a main road too, so we'll get some along here. And I'm doing mixed housing. That was not what I wanted. And not the style I want either. I like it totally not right. So we're going to redo all of that. Okay, so now we've got the low density commercial in here. And then the next thing I want to do, doesn't matter as much over here, although it will over there eventually. But on this side, I want to make sure that we come in right away with an alley. So we're going to have a gravel road through here like that. And hopefully we don't mess up the zoning. Go like that, it should be fine. Yep, that should work. And then the same thing back here. And that should get all of our, like, free up some zoning on the other side. So this side can fit an alley. Right along like that. And I think eventually, like maybe actually right now, we'll come in and get another road from here going down to the waterfront. That should work. I did make one building bad. And we'll get a lot of it should come in soon, but I think we need to get more people out here. So we'll go ahead and start getting residential in. Now that we've got some stuff here, we can come along and we'll just go ahead medium density northeast. These will be some sizable buildings in there. And also with a bit of people moving in. This, actually, I feel like, you know what, let's pause and we're going to take these back out. I think we can get more zoning in here. So we are going to build a road here. And then we are going to build a path. And again, this is like where we've had trouble before with some of this stuff, but we're going to go like that. That got, yes, exactly what we wanted. Same thing here. Cut that off. I did not cut it off in the right spot. There we go. And then we can get row housing in here. And we'll just leave the path in just fine there. Yep, that is going to work out well. We are losing money. I'm a little concerned about that, but not too much. A lot of that is service upkeep. So let's see. Electricity, we're not producing any. We're importing all of that. Water, we might have a surplus of water. Yeah, we can cut back on water if we want, or there's taxation. Taxation is already 12. We don't have any offices, so we don't want to cut back on that. Yeah, let's go ahead and decrease our water production. Same thing, fire and rescue will decrease significantly, and police can decrease that significantly, and we won't maintain the roads either. And that should all make us make money. Very good. And that's where we're going to leave it today. So we have expanded into a second town, and we got a lot of farms. I'm really happy with the direction we made today, or progress. I hope you are as well. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.